As a young man growing up in the 1980s, Mike Macenko was my idol. I saw the Steele's barnstorming teams play, and they were so over the top better than anyone else that it was freaky. Mike set the national records of 844 and 830 home runs in back-to-back years, and is considered by myself and many others the greatest power hitter ever in that era that featured unlimited home runs. He's also an outstanding person, a great spokesman for softball, and one that I'm proud to call a friend. In 1995 or so, playing on a D team in a major tournament in Milwaukee, we faced Rich's Superior, the best super major team in the world, and Mighty Mike was catching. I really wanted to impress Mike, and that awesome at-bat still lives vividly in my memory.
Bogey, hit it out of here. Oh, Bogey!
That's the whole key. You want to catch that pitch from there to there. You know, I've seen guys take too many swings. Right. I seen a guy one time take 100 and some before the game. Now, at midnight, I thought that was a little too many, but...
You know, I quit the game at probably an early age. At the time when I quit, I had to financially for my family, so I quit when I was 41 years old. And at the time, I could still play the game real well, but I felt that my family was more important, so I quit playing the game at that time. And during the next 8, 9, 10 years, my desire to play the game diminished. I just didn't, it didn't bother me at all to not even be around the softball field. And I guess it's maybe because I played so much. I'm not sure, but all I know is in the last couple of years I've gotten that itch again. I enjoy being out at the ball field with the people. I enjoy hitting again. One of the things that happened during that 8, 9 year period stretch there is I let myself go physically. And that's been the toughest part of it all, is actually getting back into the gym and really working hard at it to get myself where I can go out and play and not be embarrassed, you know, go out and feel comfortable with myself. So I was talking to Kevin today, and a great term that you could say is what Mr. Neal would used to say to me about some other players is, you know, you got to reinvent yourself. So I've kind of tried to reinvent myself here in the last 6 months of working out hard at the gym. I've dropped about 40 pounds. I'm down to 330 from 380, so you know, I feel much better, and I still want to lose another 30 pounds. So if I lose the 30 pounds by the first of the year, which I'm planning on doing, I'm going to probably play some senior ball next year with Shelly Hoffman's team, and you know, enjoy the game again, because I just, you know, you have that desire to play again, and you know, you have to have that desire to get on that field and want to compete. So I've got that taste back in my mouth, and so there's a couple of things you got to do to be able to go out there and perform at the best level that you can. I've cut down on the milk and the bread, watch what I eat. I really never ever had any problems with my legs. That was my strong point. My knees I never had any problems with, so it's helped me back with riding the treadmill, with cardio. You know, the older you get, you got to let your body rest a little bit more. So, but I am lifting heavy, and I'm doing a lot of reps, and then I'll go with light weights and do a lot of reps, because I'm also trying to trim the fat up. So the one thing that I've learned here out of it all with the lifting and the cardio is that I do my cardio after I lift, and it seems to burn more fat. Now, I've read that, so you know, I have the proof to back it up in the muscle fitness magazines that say, you know, go and lift heavy, go ahead and lift your weights, and then do your cardio afterwards, and you're going to burn the fat off faster. My power ultimately comes from my lower part of my trunk, my legs. Okay, so when you're driving off that back leg, when you put all your weight, the majority of your weight, you don't want to have it all back there, so you tip it over. But I'll tell guys to put their foot on a tippy toe so that you have that weight on the back leg. And then the back leg, and then you got your bat back here. So when you make your initial swing towards the ball, you know, you're using your front arm as your guide arm. But as you're going, you know, where my hands are at, you'll hear guys say, throw the head at the ball. And what they mean is like throw your hands at the ball. So the ball's coming in, my hands are here, I'm throwing them at the ball this way. And then as I go through, my back arm is what powers your swing to roll the wrist over, to get the good spin on the ball. Here to there, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. So what I want to do is I want to concentrate on pushing off my back leg, and as I swing at the ball, I want to push with my backhand through the ball. You can get in bad habits where you're pulling the ball too much, And the next thing you know, you're fouling out, you're hitting foul balls. And really, that's why they call it the power alley. Right center, left center. My best shots are to the right center field. Okay, every now and then you'll hit a long one down the line, but you know, when you start trying to pull too much, what happens is your head goes out. It's just part of the swing. Your head will go out when you're trying to pull the ball too much. So that's why you want to hit the ball to right center field, so you keep your head down on the ball. I tell people when they're struggling, say you're made 5-6 outs in a row, the best place to hit the ball to get back on track is at the middle of the field. Reason being is because now your head's got to stay down on the ball to hit the ball to the middle of the field. You're not going to hit the ball to the middle of the field and be like this, okay? That's what happens when you pull the ball and you pull too much. So if you're going to hit the ball back toward the middle of the field and get yourself back on track, you know, you're going to stay down on the ball longer and watch it off your bat. Back when we were playing with the Steeles and doing the barnstorming, we had gotten beat a couple of times by some local all-star teams. And the one way to correct that so that we made sure that we didn't lose again to a local all-star team, Mr. Neal said we couldn't hit home runs until we got 11 runs. So at that time, we would take backside pitches. We'd hit an outside pitch and try to slap it towards left field. Or if you're a right-handed batter, you want to slap it back right to right field, or hit it up the middle for base hits. You're trying to hit the ball down. So you know you'll see a different swing than your normal power swing. You know what I mean? You'll move your feet in the box. You know, you're trying to make good contact so you hit the ball through the field somewhere. When you're trying for that power zone, you know, you want to hit for power, you know, you got to go back to the basics, back leg drive, get your arms out extended, push with your back hand, pull with the front hand. After. That went over the fence, didn't it? Okay, now I missed the shit out of that ball. That's how I tell a good bat. You miss it bad and it still goes over, you got a good bat.